Good morning, Darlene, Denise, Diana. Good morning, Darlene, Denise, Diana.
Good morning to Tracy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tracy and Denise too. And Diana, Brianna. Diana, thank you, thank you. Diana thought I was in bed, sent me a message, thought I was asleep. But thank you, Diana. I was not asleep though. Um, but thank you for sending words of encouragement. We're all blessed that we get messages from different people and the song.
Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning to Beth. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Beth. Good morning.
Good morning, Beth. Good to see you guys.
Good morning, Chris O and Hetty too. Good morning, Chris O and Hetty too.
Good morning. Good morning.
Did you have a good birthday yesterday, Chris?
What did you do with my hat? What did you do with my hat?
Yeah, I want to know about the ice cream. I want to know about the ice cream.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
I'll scream for ice cream. Yeah, it is ice cream. Yay.
Oh, what am I doing? All right, let me mute myself so I can pull this.
Where is this hair coming from?
How do you like me keep hunting it? I said, oh, well, let it stick out.
You guys, I found the perfect Super Dave hat. I found Super Dave hat.
Yes, you do.
Thank you for Diana. I shared it out earlier than I usually do. I didn't wait, and I shared out on Twitter, and people aren't getting notifications, and a lot of people. I saw somebody post on Twitter. They said, "Does anybody else have a problem with losing their stubs and losing attendance?" I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "A lot of people aren't getting notifications." And I said, Traci, that's been with me from the get go. I said from day one, just about it. One morning, she just wasn't subscribed to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy too. Ooh, ice cream cake.
Whew.
Oh, that's awesome, Chris. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you.
Oh, Chris,
Hey, Monique. Love you.
I've been saying it all week, but I've got to cook that chocolate anniversary cake. Yeah. So, like Diana said, they unfriend you from your friends.
Yeah. Like, how in the world?
Yes.
We've been together for over a year, and all of a sudden one day I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not even subscribed. You do have to check it every now and then. Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you.
Hey, Anamora.
Diana, I just hope that
Good to
boot
see
doesn't
you.
throw you off balance as far as having one type of the shoe and another type, because I have, before when that happens, it don't take much to kind of throw your out of just a little bit of an alignment.
Oh, yeah. True.
Oh, you guys, they got siding up on one side. I'm gonna put out the update the construction videos and then go around outside and show that one. it was so pretty coming down the road and looking, and it's like, oh, it looks like the back of the house. So I was so excited. It doesn't take much, you guys. I'm a simple girl. It does not take much. I was excited yesterday when I found a $3 Super Dave hat. And I told the girls, I said, I picked one up, then I left it. Then I ended up in the garden section. And when there was another one there, I'm like, okay, gotta have it. Gotta get it. Hush, Monique. Chris, I found something else to put in it for you. So that's got to go off today, because even if I find something else, I'll send it again. I'll send that personally by itself. But I've got some stuff to add to it. You're not going to have to wait as long as Super Dave did for his. I promise. It's not going to take me 6 months. Oh, thank you, Anamora. Yeah.
Aw.
Try to remind her.
Traci has her perfect army hat. And then she got on your police officer hat.
Yes.
Is that Liberty County or?
Got my law enforcement hat on here.
Good morning to Ben. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ben. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ben. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Ben. It's good to see you again.
Good
awesome. Hey, Myra.
morning to Myra. Good
Love you,
morning to
sweetie.
you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you.
Good morning, you guys.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning
So
to
excited to see all of
you.
you.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
Hey, Destiny. Love you, sweetie. Oh, yeah.
Chris wanted to know if he could come up this morning, Darlene.
Glad to see all of you guys. We got a full panel today. We got to have.
Are you frozen, Darlene? Darlene, are you frozen? I think you're frozen. She's frozen.
Yes, she'll be back.
I'm going to say, Chris, though, that she always says yes anyway. So when she comes back on, just pop in.
Yes, Chris, definitely.
Yep, she said her internet just dropped. She'll be right back. I'm surprised mine hasn't dropped, because it has been storming off and on all morning. Since early, like 3 o'clock this morning, it's been storming.
Yeah, you said
okay, my internet dropped.
It was raining on
Yeah.
Yes.
It was storming so hard and lightning and thundering. My neighbor's car alarm was going off, and they don't get up that early, so I know he was not happy to have his truck alarm beep, beep, beeping in the middle of the night to him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Chris, I'm sending it. But yes, my internet dropped. It just boop.
Yeah.
A face for radio, Ben. We all feel that way, Ben, but we do what we can do. We try to bring joy even with our radio faces.
That's right.
Well, Ben, at least now I not only brush my teeth and brush my hair. When I first started, I would come on with ratted up my hair in this scrunchie and be like, look, I'm here.
I know. We used to come in our pajamas, no shower, no brushed teeth, no combed hair. We were crazy girls.
We were just dragging.
Well, I'm still in my pajamas.
Hey, it was so bad. I even went and bought appropriate pajamas. I'm like, I can wear this online. It's, it's not showing anything. It's comfy. But But yeah, it's just. But then we started getting on a little bit earlier and talking in the morning, and it kind of helps you get up and you're talking to somebody, getting woke up,
Mhm.
get your 10 cups of coffee before you start,
Yeah.
and you for almost a year, Tracy's well about a year, she's had to see me put paint every morning, and it's not painting like most people, it's painting my face. um, I do that out of, I guess, an artistic thing. So
I would be doing mine more, but in the weather we have had, by 10 o'clock it would be melting right off my face and dripping onto a puddle.
yeah.
It's been so hot and humid here. For Michigan, it has been ridiculous. We've had more 90-degree days in a row than we normally have in an average summer. So that is crazy.
It was, I think the heat
Yeah,
index
it's
was triple
been.
digits yesterday, and I rode to get coffee, and
Yes.
and and it was, oh my gosh, the sun was shining so beautiful. Oh, today 90% humidity,
Oh
and
boy.
it is supposed to get 97 by 11 o'clock.
Oh my goodness.
So my husband is going to be soaking wet
Ooh.
from sweat. Yes.
Yes,
Good
he is.
morning to Dawn and Derek too. Good morning to Dawn and Derek too.
Good morning. Good
Hi
morning. Good
Derek.
morning.
Good
Missed you.
morning.
See, somebody said, was it yesterday? Somebody said, I'll
Yes.
send our rain to you. I said, oh no. When you in the South, that
Mm.
just turns to double humidity. But
Then
oh,
you're on the western Upper Peninsula. My niece lives up there, up near-ish Iron Mountain-ish.
and today, you guys, don't forget Willow is having all those tests run today.
Oh yes, prayers for
Yes.
Willow.
This morning.
Um, you guys, let me see. If you have look away if you can't see blinky blinks. Yes. I didn't know
Yep.
the hat did it until I got the checkout because I got it because it looks just like Super Dave. I was like, oh, let me get me a super hat.
Hmm.
I don't mind spending $3.
Good morning, Chris.
There's
Morning.
our Chris.
How does it feel to be a year older?
Come on, Chris.
Feels different.
Hey,
The,
I know I
Chris.
feel like be 21, but I'm doing something different. I'm not gonna drink this year. I'm not.
well,
Okay,
yay.
good for you.
Yes.
Good
Because
for you.
I know people, a lot of people drink
Yay.
at 21 years old, but me, I'm not gonna do it.
You don't have to.
Good. I'm
That is
proud
your
of you.
choice, and I'm proud of you because you're right. A lot of people, woohoo, that 21, they want to go out
Well,
there
Yes.
and you're not going to do the peer pressure. So that's good. That is good.
Hmm.
True.
Um, you guys, update.
Very good, Chris.
I was down the road.
Whoa.
My daughter called her dad and told her she was pat ready to go. I picked her up. She did go home with the girl that's helping her get in rehab. She did not want to go spend the night with her. She didn't want to spend the night here, but we kind of, her friend told her, you really don't have a choice. If I could, she said, if I could handcuff you to me, I would. But she said, but you're grown. And yes, you do really have a choice. Um, but I did get a message this morning. She did not leave the house. So you guys um, pray that between now and a couple of hours, hopefully my daughter will sleep in. Oh, you guys, let me take this.
If we need to pray, pray, pray. Pray for Tiffany, pray for April. Pray it all goes well.
Very true. Ooh, phone call.
See, Chris, Monique said you don't need it to be cool. I agree. You don't need it to be cool.
Very true. You're cool, just
You're
like you
cool.
are, baby.
Yep, just the way you are.
There you go, Traci.
Pray for Joe. You got
There
it,
you go,
Dwayne.
Traci. Yeah,
Good
Traci.
morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. And prayers for Joe.
Prayers for Joe. Got it.
7:20. Got it written down.
Love you, Dave.
There you are.
Yep, I'm here.
Good. Yay.
It's like Nogus is on the phone call.
Mm-hmm. She's got a lot of stuff going on in her world.
Mm,
So we
Chris,
just have
you're
to
cool dude either way, but
help her along.
mhm. Mm.
I don't know a Joe, but I'm sure someone out there named Joe.
I can't keep it
Dwayne,
from
you
being
silly man, you. But yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there's a Joe out there somewhere that does definitely need some prayers. So I'm in. I'm all in.
Mhm. I'm glad. I'm
Dwayne.
glad God gave me the decision of not to start drinking. I'm dead.
I have a friend named Joe who is my godmother's son. So he's a farmer. He always could use prayers for something.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm proud of myself because God gave me the right decision of not to start drinking. He did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of that.
Yep. I think it's I don't think it's something that you need to do. And when, like, my family doesn't have a great history with drinking, so it's not necessarily a good thing for me to do anyway. Plus, medically, it's not smart. So I don't drink either, Chris. So
Good for you, Traci.
we can be in the same team.
Oh, so you don't drink either?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Nope.
Because I know if I started drinking, it's gonna
Mhm.
get me built up and do it again. But I'm not gonna do it. That's why I'm not gonna do it.
That's a good idea. It's better to never start than to get in over your head and have to quit, to be honest. You know?
The only things I'm gonna stick with is drinking is some good like ordinary stuff like coffee and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I drank soda last night, so that was better than beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all these cool kids when they turn 21, they're like, okay, let's go out and drink, and they drink too much, and they start getting drunk, and bad things can happen.
Exactly. That's exactly it, Chris. Exactly. Look what Ben said. Alcohol is a great solvent. It will erase grease, oil, money, relationships, houses, good choices. Yeah, I think you're being very wise, Chris, for your age to know that it's better to just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm. I like what Monique said. Drinking can cause a lot of problems, especially under youth. That is true. That is true.
Exactly.
When these young youth started drinking, and
Mhm.
and look what's going to happen to them. They get drunk, and sometimes people get like killed when they started drinking.
Exactly. They don't use good choices. They get behind the wheel of a car, and then people get hurt and killed, and then these young people who made one bad choice in their life sometimes, and they end up going to prison for a very long time because they
Mhm.
made a bad choice to get behind a wheel when they'd been drinking. You know?
That is true. When when they started drinking, and they think, okay, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing they they hit something or hit another car or something.
Yep. There, Denise's internet's going crazy again. There, we have around here, um, usually this time of year, but or a little bit sooner, but this year, of course, with the pandemic, they didn't do it. But they usually have these programs where they have these programs where they come around to different areas and you put on these goggles and it simulates driving under the influence of alcohol, and then they have them do this program, and it's really a wake
Like
up call for some of these kids to see.
like like virtual reality, they see what happens.
Right. Right. And they always bring in some vehicles that were wrecked in drunk driving accidents and stuff so they can see what some of the after effects can be, and
And
just bad news.
they have, I think they have some people that come and talks to kids and tell them about drinking is bad and how it affects their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say once you start drinking or anything, it's hard to quit.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
It just, you know, some people say they use it to be brave, but the braveness it gives them is not a smart brave, you know?
Yeah, I like what Monique said. It's no joking matters. It is not a joke. It's real
Right.
life.
Right. Right.
Because people
I'm,
think it's a joke, but to me, it is not a joke. Things people do get killed from
yeah,
drinking or anything.
absolutely. I'm proud of you, Chris. That's a big decision to make, and that there's a lot of people. Monique is proud of you. There's a lot of people that are proud of you.
I
That
bet you and Nogus will
good
be proud of
decision.
me.
Yes, we are very proud of you.
Hmm.
Very, very proud. Yeah, it is poison, and it can do
Oh yeah,
crazy things.
there's even people died from alcohol poison.
Yes,
Is it
especially young people who
is
turn
it alcohol?
21 and decide they're going to go out and get all crazy and drink everything they can get their
Now,
hands on.
now is it alcohol poison? Is like too much drinking or something like that?
Yeah, it can kill you. It can.
Uh, So I was trying to figure out what is alcohol poison. Does that mean if you drink too much or
You
what?
drink too much and it starts to mess up your body systems and stuff, and it can be fatal. It can be fatal if you do too much. It can end up being the last time you drink.
And and look, drinking is not the only one's a problem. There's people get overdosed on drugs, and it also kills them too.
Exactly.
Because people are doing stupid stuff
Eva's
and it's
on
messing up
Facebook.
their brains.
Kevin's on Facebook.
Eva.
Eva. Good morning to Eva. Good morning to you. Good morning to Eva. Good morning to you.
Okay, you guys, that was the little girl that, not little girl, she's same age as my daughter, that I talked about yesterday, that helps get people into rehab.
Mm-hmm.
And she said my daughter was up and down all night, I guess disoriented. but she said she was asleep when she left. She didn't go nowhere last night, you guys.
Good. Amen.
Prayed, and I told her, she said
Praise
she ate
God.
it. She said she ate popsicles, she ate ice cream, she ate this and
Mm,
she ate that. But I think that's part
awesome.
of,
Praise
wanting
God.
something.
Right.
Yes. So you guys continue to
Mm,
pray. I told April, I said, well, I'm on and I was about to update,
uh,
but this is even better. I said, so you guys, that's the first night. That is the first whole night she has not gotten high
Yep. And she
in
did not
almost
praise
take off
God.
and go anywhere. And awesome.
in almost
Praise God.
that's right, Chris. So you guys, I told April, I said, no news was good news this morning. And I said, she sleeps late in the day. She said, well, we'll pray that she can sleep because she said she'll be off in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Monique said. She said alcohol is a drug.
It all is. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that made her eyes go big, made her want to run up the road yesterday was when they told her no, absolutely no smoking. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
places allow you. Oh, hello, Griffin.
Good morning to Griffin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Griffin. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Griffin. Good morning.
Uh,
So I told her, she said, well, we just need to keep praying between now and the time for her to go. I said, she took the first step. And
Mm-hmm.
April said, I didn't padlock our door. But there's some people, she has a
that-
padlock on their
that-
front door. And
Mm-hmm.
she said, I didn't do that. She said she had every chance if she wanted to leave. And she didn't.
that-
And
I
she
told
asked
my
her, go ahead, Chris.
I told myself last night that being 21 is just like being a normal person to me. So I'm just gonna live 21 as a normal person. I'm
Yes.
not I'm not gonna do like drinking that because I'm not that kind of person that does that. And I
And
have
that's
I had a lot to think before that day. I had a lot of thinking to do. I was praying to God, saying, "God, what do you think I should do? Should I start drinking, or no?" And He gave me the answer. He said, "No, don't do it."
and
Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't,
okay,
Chris,
God, thank you.
don't take I guess there is a lot of peer pressure. It's been a long time since I've been 21, Chris. But by the time I was 21, I had my little girl. So I had a reason. I felt like I had a reason. I should never have had to have a reason to tell somebody, oh, well, no, I can't go out, and drink because, I got my little girl. But there is pressure out there. There are people that, oh, you're 21, let's go to the club, let's do this or that. So it takes that step, Chris, and you follow that. You follow that day after day because um, it's it is easy for some people to fall into going out, and
Yes, it is.
I'm proud of you. Just know,
And you know what else, Chris? It's expensive. You start going out to pubs or bars or clubs, that is expensive, expensive, expensive.
Mhm. And I like what Monique said. I'll be so proud of you if you continue saying no to drinking, Chris.
yep.
Don't worry, Monique. I'll continue saying no. No one's gonna force me to do it because I'm not
Good.
doing it.
I'm proud. I am so, so proud of you, Chris.
I'm listening. I'm listening to God what He tells me to do. I'm a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
so if God tells me no, then I'm like, okay, God, I'm listening to you. I won't do it.
Yep.
Um, and Chris, you give me hope this morning.
I
You
did.
you give me hope um, because with your strong conviction of that, and I know you've been praying for my daughter and other people has. So Chris, we'll say we believe that Jesus is going to let her sleep and that she will take that first step into. She made the first
Hmm.
step last night, and
That's awesome.
her dad
Praise
told her
God.
she has the whole world praying for her,
Mm-hmm.
and all of you guys, and you're going to be good, Chris. You're going to do good, and you're going to be able to help somebody else. The next person that has never drank, and they're thinking, well, I'll be 21. They're wanting to take me out. They're wanting to do this. And you'll be able to say, you don't have to do that. I didn't do it on my 21st birthday. You'll be able to tell them, you have a choice.
Yeah.
There's,
And I
you
know,
know, there's a lot of people out there that's not told you have a choice. It is a choice,
you,
Chris. It is a
you know
choice.
what? My mom, she even helped me out last night. She said, "You don't have to drink if you don't want to. It's up to you." And I listened to her because she cares about me, and she don't want
Yep.
to see me go down that path.
We don't either. We don't either, Chris.
No, we don't. No, we
Uh,
don't.
Yeah.
And I want
And
you
then
to
you,
continue to be a good role model to other kids that are coming up behind you and gonna turn 21. They can see that you can still be a cool guy and not drink.
that was one of the things that I always say when I come across I met you on Super Dad's channel. And then when
look
I
at
checked out your video,
look at Ben's comment. Look what he put. I think it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
yes, and you will find a person that has the same values. And
Yeah.
Chris, there's some people that lose their way and it's harder for them to find their way back. And we have to just continue to pray. But I just felt such a good spirit about you when I visited your channel that I told girls, oh my goodness, I said, I went and watched Chris O. And I said, oh my gosh, I said, the best video in the world. You was asking prayer for your mama. She was in the hospital.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dwayne says free agency is one of God's greatest gifts. When used wisely, we have freedom.
And Monique said, "You give me hope too, Chris. That can be done by the youth. That is so
Mhm.
true."
You're setting a good example.
Hmm.
Monique said that people that don't drink are more cool because they can be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A
That's
lot of people would think I was drunk because I act silly, and people would say, "Wait, you just act like that, and you don't drink, and you act like that?" I said, "I'm happy." Why do people think in society, even if you're around other people, that they're drinking and
Yep.
partying, and you're just high on life and love? Um, you know, I was just that way, and I tell people, "No, I'm a Christian. I don't drink." I said, this is just my personality. And
Mm-hmm.
so what you
and
guys see is what you get. I'm sorry.
and that's where I was. I was in an anxiety attack because I had thinking to do before my 21st birthday because 21 it's hard to think about.
I wish you
Mm-hmm.
would have shared that with us, Chris, and I
We
would have
could have all
loved to.
encouraged you yesterday, but we're still proud of you today.
Yeah.
And Ian says he says, Chris, you will get the right balance as you go in life. And you see what Monique said. The next day, you remember everything about your birthday. Just think
That's
about
right.
it. You didn't wake up sick.
Good morning to Ian. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ian. Good morning to you. I have to get a new pen. My pen is running out. I wrote too many names down. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But
Mm.
this early in the morning, my daughter asked April. She said, "Well, what am I going to do when you're at work?" Good morning, Tim. Good morning. Much love and thank you for jumping in. And hopefully Trace will be back soon to you. But her friend said, "You just hang out at my house. I'm not worried about you being in my house."
Yeah.
And she said, "I'll be off work." And she said, "I'll be off work early."
And
Um,
you know what I'm proud of is that you guys brought me into your family. And I'm proud of that.
well, thank you,
We're
Chris.
glad to have you, Chris, in every way.
Oh, thank you, Super X. Well, thank
Good
you.
morning, Simper X. Good morning to you. Good morning, Simper X. Good morning to you. Good morning
Tracy,
to Tim. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tim. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Tim. And let me see, Semper X.
even though Nuggets don't go live sometimes, I just keep praying for her for every day,
One day at a time.
one day at a time. I pray for you, Nuggets. I do.
I know you do, Chris. And you know that is what gets me through. That's what keeps me, this crazy woman up here, silly,
Mhm.
is because of prayer from all of you guys that um, I can turn the sadness into being up here and doing this.
Mhm.
And
Um,
for all of us, we do have challenge in lives. So our lives not perfect. We all have different things going through in our lives.
Mhm.
And
Thank you
even
again,
I know,
Semper X.
and I know you, Tracy. I know you have some stuff going through in your life too.
Yep, I have a lot of health challenges that I have to deal with every day, but
Do
that's what I've
you
been
pray?
dealt, so I keep on keeping on.
And I know you pray to God every day
Yes, I do.
for your health. Hmm
Yes, I do. And
That's
I
what.
pray for all my friends on here.
Hmm
And you know that is what,
Ding! I heard a ding.
yes, Dwayne sent me a thumbs up saying you got this. Thank you, Dwayne. You know, God's
That's the
got it.
Facebook rescue. Ding.
God's got this. And this morning
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm
told the girls, I said I was outside with the dog and I was looking at the sky looked like a pink grapefruit color. And I was praying, for my daughter, and I'm like, God, I'm praying like you don't have this. No, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this morning. And
And I
it's
do
beautiful.
keep praying for what we're all going through right now is this COVID-19 pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still praying that we can get through this together. I know we can.
We can and we
We
will.
can. We just need to all do the right things and make the right decisions and be smart. People that have any symptoms need to be smart and stay home and stay away from other people.
Um, Let me see. Griffin asked, how did the traffic jam
Yep.
go? Griffin, it got cleared up pretty quick. I'm still praying over the whoever it was that was airlifted, because the dump truck, that was a very, very, um,
Mm-hmm.
very bad wreck. So even to last night, I sent up prayer for the person that was in the dump truck and the families
Mm-hmm.
that would get the news. My husband used to drive a dump truck.
Yep.
So, and he's worked around some of the same people that the dump truck, the name on the side of the dump truck. That's why I told Stephen when he said, "Where are you
Mm-hmm.
at?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't, you guys, I'm not supposed to drive by myself." And Casey was like, "Mom,
You
I
weren't by
wonder why it
yourself.
took you so long." I said, "I wasn't by myself. Denise was with me. So technically, I wasn't by myself."
Exactly.
Denise, I had the phone in a safe place, did I not, Denise?
Yes, you did.
And we talked all the way. I even had the windows up so I can hear, and I have no air conditioning in my car.
Yes, we did.
But I told the ladies this morning I needed that time. I really needed that time to be there and get the news about picking my daughter up, that she was ready, that I wasn't ready, and my son wasn't ready. It took that drive back by myself with my head to pray all the way home. Pray for
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
my son to be spiritually calm, to accept, be acceptive of, my daughter coming back to the house. It just took prayer.
Yes.
But Monique, God had me. He had me right where He knew I needed to be, and I
Yes,
sang.
he did.
I couldn't think of my. I told the girls I couldn't think of my songs that I know off my top of my head, so I just started praying and singing in the tune. I
How about
started
this
praying.
one? He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his
In
hands.
his hands.
I did. I was just singing at the
Amen.
top of my voice. I had all my
Amen to that.
windows down, and I was nervous, but
Mhm.
yeah, you guys, you know that when you're in spiritual warfare, you've got to understand it is a spiritual realm. It is. You are not fighting against
Mm-hmm.
flesh and blood.
Mhm.
You are not fighting against flesh and blood. You are fighting against the things that we can't see.
Mhm.
So when that
Yes.
reared his head up at me on my front porch, I had to come in
Mhm.
because the devil will try to hurt you. And
Mm-hmm.
knows how to hurt me. He knows what hurts my heart.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I got up and I came in. I started praying and I left it to April because April is used to dealing with people that was going through the battle that was going on. Me, I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
So
April has done this before, and she really is a part of your family, even though not by blood. So
Mhm.
this means more to her than just the average time she's helping somebody.
yes, and that's what she told you.
Right.
That is what, and her little old short self, she's so short, and my daughter's tall like my son. And
Mhm.
she
Mhm.
said, "You can scream at me if you want to, and you can cuss at me if you want to. It ain't gonna make me not love you. There's nothing you can say or do that's not gonna make me quit loving you. So you need not to try to hurt me or
No, it
say
doesn't.
something." So I just had to come in, you guys. I came in,
Mhm.
I prayed. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for the text last night.
Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you.
Uh, Part of her is Denise's internet.
Yeah, it is. Um, and then I was like, I fixed me some of the sleepy tea because even though I took my medicine where that helps me sleep and not be in pain, I could not sleep.
Mhm.
I
Uh,
was, I just, I did some dishes. I could not settle,
Mhm.
and Bailey
uh,
knew it.
You
Bailey
had a
was
lot of weight on your mind.
Bailey was
uh,
so scrunched up to me, you guys. That dog was a ball right up against me. But
uh,
Mhm.
I went in there and I thought, I'm gonna make me some of that tea and sit there. And I thought, I don't want Tracy to be in bed. Denise has been up all day. So LizzAnn is a night owl. So I said, are you awake? And it's funny because if somebody answers you, she's a laugh out loud, yeah. Um, so
you
yes, me and Liz sat in there while I drank my tea, and then Liz
you know what else
prayed.
what I'm thinking is these people get overdose on like pills too. That's what
Yeah,
concerning me is people
Mhm.
overdose on pills and it either kills them or makes them really sick and you had to
yeah,
get your stomach pumped.
Mhm.
And even like if you like sleeping pills for example, you take too many sleeping pills,
yeah.
what's gonna
Mhm.
happen to you? You don't even know what's gonna happen to you until it's too late.
Right.
And oh, there's Sonia,
Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sonia. Good morning to
and
you.
there's Honey. Honey Drain is on Facebook.
Who's on Facebook?
Pamela Drain.
Pamela. Good morning to Pamela. Good morning to you. Good morning to Pamela. Good morning to you.
And I know sometimes everyone I can be a little sneaky.
Sending
Well,
love to you, Pamela.
you're
I
supposed to be a little stinky,
I
you
I
know?
said sometimes I could be a little sneaky going from Facebook to
Oh,
YouTube and then
That's okay. We
YouTube to
still love you,
Facebook.
Chris.
yes,
And
you
Tracy
get
like
some too twice.
I get seen twice every time I sneak.
I'm gonna be sneaky. She's gonna sing to you the first time, and then if you sneak over, and no, you can always be sung to twice. I was gonna tell you I'd sing to you
But,
the second time.
but how do you always know, Nuggets, if I'm on Facebook? How do you know?
Um,
Even I
I
didn't say it in the comments.
I have two screens, and on one screen I have Facebook. It's up on a full screen, and then over here I have
Mhm.
you, and then I have the chat that I can see. You're right, Dwayne. Positive, positive blessings. We sure are. Today is. Let me see. He knows. See, Dwayne knows that I start getting anxious, and I get nervous. And
Like, how can
Happy
you?
Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday to you.
um, so yeah, Chris, I'm watching three different things. That's why you see me kind of look from side to side.
How,
Look,
how can you see my name popping up on Facebook even though I'm not typing the chat?
because when you come in, when you
Yeah.
just if somebody like Eva popped in, she didn't type anything, but she's watching, so I can see she's watching. So even if
Uh,
nobody types, I like to have Traci sing to them because they might be at work or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
like,
we
like
want,
you say, Chris is watching.
yeah, your name pops up. See, you
Mm-hmm.
can't. You're not
Say,
that sneaky. We can see you.
say Chris is watching. But I
Yeah.
know
Um,
you guys. I know all you guys love me very much, and
Yes,
I
we do.
appreciate that.
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And you guys are good friends to me that I can trust, and you guys help me a lot.
Yes, we are. You will
Um,
always be our friend, Chris.
look, Dwayne said I'm stalking you, Chris.
No.
Stalking me? No, she doesn't stalk me. She can see my name popping up on Facebook. She's probably like, "Oh, Chris, switch to Facebook."
um, yesterday's thing, July 9th, said, right now, in the midst of your problems and needs, start praising God. So see, Dwayne, that is correct. When you have needs, the praises go up. When you praise, the praise goes up, and the prayers get answered. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and Jennifer, so good to see your beautiful face this morning. Um,
So,
Chris,
like, if
Chris, there's a good group of people. People here love you. We love each other. It's the same with on some of the other channels. It's just not this one. It's on Sandy's channel. It's on Super Dave's. It's on any of these channels. We're positive. We uplift. Don't tear down.
Good
Money,
morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Michelle.
Monique told me you can run, but cannot hide, Chris.
Hey, yes, I look. I call it
Mhm.
sending out the helicopters. If we don't know where you're at, we'll send out the helicopters to find you. When
Oh
Traci,
no!
when I don't hear
Oh,
from Traci, I'll say, okay, I'm going to send out the helicopters.
Mhm.
oh
So,
She
no!
does.
Oh no!
um, oh, Pamela, let me go ahead and copy and paste this. This is a very, very good praise report. So on Facebook, I can copy and paste from there, Chris.
Uh-huh.
And this is what Pamela says. She's got a new grandbaby.
Yay!
Her name is Chloe.
Woo!
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Blessed be Chloe.
Congratulations.
Yay! Yay! See, happiness.
Praise,
Happiness.
praise God for this healthy
Mhm.
child.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Chloe.
And I know some parents even lose their kids during birth. Sometimes they
Yes.
don't make it, and
Yeah,
it's hard for them.
it is, and
But they still need prayers for the family.
yep.
Mhm.
Mhm. But God bring a new child to this world, Chloe.
Yes, Chloe. So Chloe's birthday, all right, let me see, was born yesterday. Oh, so Chloe's birthday is going to be the same as Chris. Her birthday was yesterday.
Baby Chloe was born on your birthday.
Yay.
Oh, oh wow.
That's cool.
That,
Good
So
morning, Leticia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you.
so look at
so
there,
me-
Chris. Isn't
so
that
me
special?
so me and Chloe will have the same birthday.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes. Isn't that a great birthday gift, Chris?
She probably like a
Pamela's
sister.
grandchild.
So she's going to feel like your little sister? Well, there you go. Do you have a sister? It's just you boys, ain't it?
Yeah. Well,
Ben, I am 55 and let me see, this is July, August, September, October. I possibly will be a great grandmother before I turn 56. My
and
oldest granddaughter. Do what, Chris?
uh, don't forget Chloe, me, Liz,
Liz
and
and Sarah,
Denise.
Denise's
Family
daughter,
member
Sarah.
daughter has the same birthday.
hmm But
We're all sharing birthdays together.
our oldest granddaughter is she will have a baby. It's going to be a little girl too. They did the gender reveal. So we will have a great
Oh,
granddaughter. MawMaw is going to be a great grandmother. Can you believe that?
oh, look what Monique said. She said, now you have to be a good example for Chloe too, Chris.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
will.
Just think about that. Aw. Pamela said, "Happy birthday, Chris." Oh my goodness. So see, good things happen. God, God shows us the wonderful beauty around us. And I'm just praying, Monique, that um, you know, when kids get up, when your grown kids get mad at you, they kind of put it on their kids because they want their kids to be mad at you too. And sometimes that causes a rift. And then when Brandy fat loved me again, the the granddaughter just didn't know how to be around us again. So I'm just praying that we'll get to see our great granddaughter. I mean, hey, we're excited about it. We're excited.
Well, I'm gonna head out. I love you guys and
I love
enjoy
you.
your
Love you too,
weekend.
Chris.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Thanks for
Love
stopping in.
you.
Glad you had a good birthday.
Thanks.
I'm so proud of you, Chris. So proud.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So sweet. So sweet.
Um, he is very much a blessing, you guys. I thank God that he was brought in, to our life. It's people don't think sometimes they don't think that you can form such good bonds over the internet or off YouTube or anything like that. Facebook, usually, you know the people, then you share. But with this, you kind of share and then start to get the bonds. So it has really, really meant a lot to me this year that I've been doing this, because everybody that God leads here, we just love you guys. It's always going to be that way.
Yep, we love you all like one big happy family.
And Chris is our little brother. He's our little one. Oh, so Ben says he has one friend he's met face to face. The closest person I have, Ben, is Denise, that I could go visit, and we're gonna make that happen. But she's the closest to my area, and usually on Facebook I have a lot of people that in my area that watches from Facebook. Yeah,
well, Ryan and I used to live down there in Savannah for a couple of years, and one of our biggest things is we really want to go back down for a vacation. And when we do, the three of us are going to get together. Good morning, Willow.
Hello.
I don't know.
How you doing this morning?
Just got home from a CT scan.
Did you? How'd that go?
Yeah. Took 6 shots before they finally was able to get an IV.
Ay.
Looking like a blown out vein.
Yep.
Yeah. But they finally got there. Makes life interesting. So how y'all doing?
Whew, I'm hitting the brick wall fast and hard.
I know the feeling.
Griffin, when you're on other people's lives and stuff, I always say Sandy is our sister channel. We usually pretty much those on there come on here if they're up this early, and it's just as comfortable going over to Sandy's channel, and Willow and MawMaw usually will moderate for her while she's making jewelry. Good morning, Judy. Good morning. Judy Medley is on Facebook.
Good morning to Judy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Judy. Good morning to you.
And Ben, Judy has been talking with my mother-in-law. Oh my gosh, Judy, how long? To put it in there, a couple years or more. They all met on Google Hangouts. So they still do Google Hangouts. And so I hear MawMaw talking to her like they're on, yes, Ian. So it's almost like.
Yeah, Ian, I need to, darling, I got to pop off because I am about to doze right on your show.
Yes.
No,
I love you all. I'll try to come back in the chat, but I got to find a comfortable spot.
Go. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You girl. Shoot. There you go.
Why? All right, Ian. All right, I'm getting it, Ian.
No, I came home long enough to eat breakfast and just kind of decompress.
And then you got to head back out for the other test?
No, I just got errands.
Okay.
It's a payday, so.
Yes. Traci, I know I look like I freeze sometimes when I just stop and mid-sentence read something.
Yeah, you're just reading the screens. Hello, Monique, Sonia, Ben, Dwayne, Tracy, Ian, Denise. Not sure who all else is hiding in here. Jennifer, Griffin, Monique.
A hat's a must. Where's your hat?
I'll get a hat. I'll get my hat. I forget.
Letitia.
Ben, I just,
Hello, Ian.
I'm gonna wear it backwards today, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. You look like you're about to get in one of the old airplanes and take off.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Hello,
It's more
Michelle.
comfortable this way around. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Letitia's gonna take a picture of her grandbaby when she gets to her house. I love it. Ben, I was talking to somebody, I talked to everybody, but when I was in Ollie's yesterday, I didn't have a mask on. He had one, and we were talking a little bit apart, but he said, it's hard for me to wear this, he said, and I do it so I don't scare anybody. And I said, I can't breathe if I wear it. I stay away from people when I'm in there. But I told him, I said, I can't breathe. I said, by the time I get outside, I'm already almost hyperventilating. And then I get that MawMaw feeling in my head. And I know Dwayne, the MawMaw is always up there. I know Dwayne's thought pattern. I know he's thinking, you're MawMaw all the time up there. So I said it before you could say it. But I sure couldn't have drove home yesterday if my oxygen level or whatever would have started.
I don't feel bad.
I
got COPD and I've been wearing the mask.
Now I go in. Oh, where did Ian go?
He popped out.
Pop goes Ian.
I'm a black my screen's on Scarf a Biscuit here, but I'll still be here. With a cat helping, apparently.
We always get to talking about food.
Well, I just have to eat. I haven't eaten. I had to fast, so. You know.
Oh, my
reaching the point of hangry.
Ben, my husband's got a lot of whiskers through there as well. Hey, Chrissy. Good morning, Chrissy.
Hello, Chrissy.
See, a lot, you guys, we just have to just pray. We just pray and go on and live our lives the way God intends us to live them, and pray one for another that we'll be safe and not sick. And because most of us are stuck in our houses anyway. And it was a big deal for me to just ride up the road, 20 minutes up the road by myself. I mean, that was kind of a sneak out, you guys. I just have to say that I really did not want Kroger or Walmart coffee. And I just did not want it. So I went and got our coffee. I got 3 things of our so 80 times 3, do the math. I am not quick at math. I leave that to Keevan and his mama to be that quick. But
24. 8 times 3 is 24. Add a 0.
Okay, so 240.
There you go.
Pods. That should do a little while. But
that's hexafrin.
So I'm just glad that I went, because then I found something extra for Chris. So the fox, Chris. Oh, wasn't it? I saw that, Chrissy. It was so pretty.
Welcome back, Destiny, and good morning.
So Chrissy, she says and so your husband's name Dave. I think Destiny's doing Pop Goes the Weasel in and out too. But
a lot of people have internet issues.
Yeah, mine drops. I thought, oh my goodness, they must have done something back there, but it came right back. And I can't wait to do an updated video. I'll walk outside today and do that, and then upload the 3, because I wish I knew how to kind of stick them together, but I'll just number them. It's probably going to show up the way I put them out there, it's probably going to show up backwards, but it don't matter. It's a big
We
thing
ain't
in
gonna
the
know that.
crawly. It's a big thing for the crawlies. It is a very big thing for us. I mean, a lot of people, you take things for granted. That's something my daughter said yesterday. You take things for granted when you could just walk in your cupboards. You think, oh, I don't have any food. When you have cupboards full of stuff, it might not be what you think you want. She said, but until you've been there and had to find stuff in the trash can, then you know how good you had it. And that was what she was talking about yesterday. But
Yeah.
so she said you take a lot of stuff for granted. So if you have been blessed enough to have 2 bathrooms, I don't know how we did it when it was me and Kevin and the 3 kids. Well, Casey was baby, so well, even when we moved back as teenagers, but having, let me see, 4, 5, 7, 8 people in the house and 1 bathroom.
Grew up the same way.
We we were blessed. Well, I had there was 6 of us kids, and mom and dad, and usually my aunt staying with us. So yeah, we usually just have 1 bathroom too.
Yeah, we've got 2 here, but I'm still working on the other one. It's
Oh,
just the
so
shower tub that needs work.
Leticia, it was a dump truck runoff that went from one end of the road, crossed over, and ended up in the median. By the
Goodness.
time I saw it. So that's what happened yesterday. All right. Love to you too, Pamela.
Morning, Pam.
Thank you for coming.
Morning,
good morning,
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Good morning. Good morning. Ben said second bathroom was for the rich folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And look, the struggle's real. The struggle's real. So it's getting done. It's shaping up. And even the little back porch where I was like, how is there going to be a back? I don't see it. I could not see it. And the more they get done, instead of it taken away from just the empty shell, it's kind of shaping up to look even bigger. And I did
Coming
do
to
the
life.
video. Yeah, I did do the video and showed our back deck and said, this is where we're going to have the addition. It really didn't look that big. And I was like, a shower room and a bathroom, I don't see it. But I see it now. And it's been exciting to watch.
Yeah.
But along comes when you start tearing down roofs and stuff like that, and you live in the South, and it's musty and it's muggy. Then you get the wood roaches, the big ones, and then they're going to find a place to go. So Bailey's been on patrol, you guys. She's been on patrol and finds each one of them and kills them. I'm like, yay, Bailey. You know, it should be the cat doing that job. Does she do that job? No. So Bailey does. And but I did tell Casey we do need to spray out there where they're doing the construction. But you know,
I'll tell you, the southern bug that shocked me was the palmetto bug.
oh, that
Man, those things are huge.
well, now we don't get those. They're mostly like
This was deep South Alabama.
yes, deep south and into Florida, and I've heard of those. No, I would not be
I had one crawling up the shower wall while I was standing in there. That thing had to have been 2.5, 3 inches long.
Destiny, you are right. The struggle is real with the bathrooms. It is. It is. And you guys, I'm gonna tell you the little unseen things we get. We call them in the South no Sims. No Sims.
Yeah, they're like a gnat almost. But they're
Yes,
teeny,
they're
teeny,
so
tiny.
tiny, and if they're the black ones, you can see them. But if
Yeah.
they're if you have fair skin and you get the ones that are like, oh, good morning to Chris. Good morning to Chris. Good morning to Chris. You sneaky little thing. There you go. That's your other song, Chris. He's on Facebook.
Morning, Chris.
But I've been sitting out to where it's so peaceful on the front porch, and we have those things. I looked it up, and they're kind of in the bamboo feeling, the bamboo class.
Family.
Yeah, and oh, you'll just start feeling like something's biting on you, and it's like you'll be kind of eat up with, and it's not mosquitoes; it would be them little bugs. So they're
We
vicious.
got these ones that live in the grass. We call them chiggers,
Oh, now
and they will turn, basically shin down.
yes.
Just big one, red, swollen, and you can't see them.
Yep.
But boy, they are there.
I've never gotten them. My daughter had to go to the ER because she broke out all over, and they told her that it was chiggers. She said,
Yep.
I didn't know chiggers could spread, but they told her that that's what it was and gave her some medicine for it.
Yeah.
But I said, well, if you're allergic to anything that bites you, you can have a reaction. And I said, that's probably what happened, is that you got a reaction either from the bug bite or either the medicine they gave her. But either way, my cousin had moved out here from Washington. Yeah, the state of Washington. And she didn't know of mosquitoes. How do you not know of mosquitoes? And yes, whenever they bite her,
Yeah, they're big monster southern mosquitoes.
Yes, and it will cause her to break out worse, like impetigo, because she's got scars from the first year she moved here and from Seattle, and
The best example of what a chigger is, Sonia, would be like the sand fleas or whatever that they get. But mostly, if you're staying on your feet, they just kind of gnaw on you from shin down. But they're teeny, teeny, tiny. You can't really see them. They're kind of like the no-see-em for the lower extremity of the body, to the feet, ankles.
Oh, but yeah, when they dig in, they're
yeah. If you sit in the grass, though, yeah, you're done. They'll be in and biting everything.
A friend of ours was chiggers. Ben said up there, chiggers are water bugs. Like our water bugs here, it's the chiggers.
Water bugs here are called water bugs.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, here they're just a water bug.
But a friend of ours, if we ever went to their house, they lived in the country, and if there was a chigger anywhere, it was going to get on him. And if we ever walked in their house and we could smell bleach coming from their room, it would be he would be in the tub, and he'd put Clorox in the tub with them. Yeah. And I'm like, how in the world? The chiggers would seek him out.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister's kind of that way.
And sand
best thing for chiggers is skin so soft.
And see, I can't wear skin so soft. It clogs up my pores, and it just
Well, it don't do wonders for mine either with my skin condition. But
yeah,
the chiggers are worse than the oil. The oil I can go wash off. The chiggers embed in and screw up your world for days.
And sand fleas here, they're the tiny little fleas that are just like outside. And I'm going to tell you, we had them so bad one time. I mean, it's hard to get rid of them because what? You walk outside and they're going to come right back on you. Dwayne, I don't know the ratio from bleach to bath water, but they did have the garden tub, so I imagine it would be a lot of water per bleach. Oh, Monique, I know that's like when your children end up with head lice. Somebody's child says, my child had head lice and got sent home from school, and all of a sudden your hand wants to go to your head and start scratching.
Welcome back, Ian.
Hello.
Monique says,
Right.
I'm getting all itchy from you guys.
Slight
Just start
technical error.
just thinking about it.
The computer decided that it wanted to crash.
Well, mine did that this morning.
It's only been doing it since I got a new update from. You get it all nice and balanced, and then when Microsoft sends you an update,
Yep.
and it all unbalances it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the cycle is complete.
Yeah. So now you got, a couple of weeks to get it all nice and happy again, and then they'll hit you with another one.
Monique said, Ian, your hat's on backwards.
I know. Do you know, this is its normal way. That's its normal, but I don't feel like it fits properly like that.
Well, wear it backwards if you want to. You wear yours backwards, and I'll cut
So
my mic.
I'm going to wear it backwards for the duration.
Well, good, that's fine.
Okay.
See, I'll just blink mine.
Actually, there are some hats. Oh, look at yours; it's all flashing.
I know. I don't want, if anybody, like, some people can't see flashy stuff, so I'm going to turn it off.
Yep, I see it.
There are some hats you can get for winter that are pretty much like that. They're like bobble hats on top, and they just come right down like that. And you can tie them up, but well.
Yeah, I've made those before for my dad. He liked something long like that.
Hat, isn't it? I don't mind a bobble hat now and again when it's cold.
Well, if he was standing out trying to unlock a car in a blizzard,
Dwayne said,
he didn't give a what it looked like, as long as it did the job.
Dwayne said, Ian, maybe it's your head that is on backwards.
Possibly, yeah. I looked at the virtual model of my head the other day, and it does look a bit weird at the back.
All right. I'm going to look that up, Ben.
It's called diatomaceous earth.
Ooh.
And it's a powder, or what is it?
It's a slate that they get, I think, from somewhere up in Utah and grind it into a really, really fine powder.
Ooh.
But the bugs in the black dirt regions do not like it.
Oh, see here, we have red clay. We are in the red clay area.
Yeah, and if you get some of this diatomaceous earth, like till it into your garden soil, it enriches the soil, and bugs don't like it. You ain't going to find grubs and what have you. Well, and it's totally natural.
We have about this much ground and then clay. And it's like, is the powder actually cuts them? Oh, like little shards. Wow.
Yeah.
Would that not, would the clay make it quite acidic?
Monique said free clay. I did do something, Monique, with the clay, red clay.
Take it out and make some bricks.
I know. I did a thing, and it's that one face that I showed that real heavy. It's real heavy, but I put it in one of the face molds. So I did, and only because I'm like, that's part of our ground, and that's pretty cool.
Yes, fleas don't like it. It's great for larger animals, but you get house animals, especially ones that have went toxic, like some of mine when they were kittens, and you don't want to use it because their systems are already compromised, and it will break down their stomach walls, intestinal walls and stuff.
I think
like Ben said, it's like shards of glass.
I think I will get the borax, Ben, because that's inexpensive. Hey, Tony. Tony's on Facebook. Hey, Tony on Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. I'm trying to get a second wind. I can't get still because legs hurting, lower back's hurting, but it's cool.
Monique says, "Oh, you have free clay to craft with, Darlene."
I know.
I think
I should have used something to help bind it, because right now it did harden, and I did put I use Mod Podge over it, and it actually put like a plastic film.
Seal over it.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
that is keeping it in that shape. But my husband used to have to, when he would dig, we built the deck out back, he does everything the correct way.
Yeah.
So post hole diggers is what he used. And I'm gonna tell
I
you,
put in my whole fence with that and
yeah,
dug every post hole.
he did it, the fence around our pool area. He done all of those that way. He finally found somebody that had the auger, and that's what he used for the fence around our dog in the at the shop. So, oh my gosh, that was much better.
Well,
But
this being a park, trailer park, there's stuff all over in the ground, and my yard happens to be one of the areas for a lot of the big lines coming through. So I had to be very mindful. So I hand dug everything to make sure that I didn't compromise anything.
Ian, Tony said, "Oh my God, Ian has a crazy hat."
It's a Biggles hat, one of those hats that they used to have in Air Force.
Well, look, Tony, Ian's been on, and Bruce has been on.
Come on, Tony, come on up.
When are you going to put on a hat? Look, this is my artistic expression. I love all your guys', so when are you going to come up?
All it's going to give me is hat head when I go out after a bit.
Actually, it's that cold here.
But I put on a hat. I got Tink on again.
It's actually
Gift
keeping
from
me
Melissa
warm.
Cape.
Because I'm afraid I know when we go into autumn, when my leg starts playing up, my leg that I broke several years ago, it starts throbbing when you go into autumn. And guess what I can feel now? The throbbing. So I think we're already going into autumn. What day are we on? 10th of July?
So we're just heading into the heat of the summer here.
Yes. And
I think we had our summer in June. We had a week where it was nice and warm.
I was telling my husband, I said, you know what they told me about the UK? They don't have air conditions, Kevin.
No.
I said, they said they don't need them. I said, they could have kept that to themselves. I said, then I figured out all these shows I've been watching over there. No, it dawned on me. They don't have air conditions.
No.
Yeah, you don't see
air
vents
conditioning in very high temperatures.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm like you, Darlene. I like my air conditioning.
I don't really sweat. As riding down the road with those windows down, I was fine. But
I sweat like a man.
Sitting at the drive-through to get some food for Tiff, and then she wanted something from McDonald's right next to Captain D's, and we saw how many people, me and Casey just kind of looked at each other, and I was like, okay, yeah, we'll go through and get you an ice cream. So then we were in that long line, and it was so hot, you guys, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just wanted to get home. I said, oh, the air conditioning is going to feel like a refrigerator, but so be it. I cannot wait to step in the house.
Do you not have air conditioning in your great big juggernauts that you have over there?
That's a touchy subject with my son, because he paid twice to have the air fixed in the vehicle, and we still don't have air. It'll work for a little while, then it don't.
Oh dear.
So
cutting out
so
electric. That sounds like a serious electrical issue.
I don't know if it would or not, Sonia.
Sonia. Oh, Sonia. But I'm going to tell you, all right. what's worse? Would that be worse than the stuff that you buy for head lice? It's a chemical. It stinks. It's the chemical that you have to leave on their head. It's a pesticide that you have to put on your kid's head to get rid of them. So
We have to
really,
wait to- if they've
really,
got nits,
what would be worse? Yeah, it maybe not bad wiring, but maybe a hole somewhere in where the freon. It probably leaks the freon out, Des.
right?
That's what I think.
Have you tried using the line fix Freon charging?
Oh no, we take it somewhere.
Well,
We take it somewhere to have it done because we also there's some kind
yeah,
of
I've been known
faulty
for years.
sensor.
So
And when you get used to Kevin could work on his own car, but then you get the computer boards and you get sensors and you get all this kind of stuff. It's just like
yeah,
every time I have a pop up, the guy that I met from Gina, Van Life with Gina, on her channel, his name is Daydream About Nice Things. Every time, and I get these pop ups, showing when he goes live, and the song comes up in my head every single time. Every single time. But it's Daydream About Night Things. So, and for you guys 2 weeks, I was like, why is that song keep in my head? Then I figured it out.
you finally connected the dots. Yeah,
Yeah, it takes a while to connect those dots. Yeah, you're right, Dwayne. It does get harder. With my dad, he used to fix anything, and it got to where, well, he only had one eye, and it got to where he used to could listen to the sound that motors made and know what was wrong. But it got to where that, he just started paying somebody else to do those things.
yeah.
And
I don't know.
now,
I charge the air conditioner every spring, and usually have to cap it off, late summer with like a short can,
yeah.
and then it's good for winter, and then I just recharge it come spring again.
Well, Kevin's wanting to redo his dad's truck. It's a 60, I think it's a 69 Chevrolet. It's Papa's truck. It's always been Papa's truck. Hey, Baylor. Good morning. Good morning.
We
Good
know
morning,
things.
Barry.
He's wanting to get it into the shop and just work on it as he can.
We know things break down on us, especially vehicles. But my concern is with modern vehicles is you get a little computer screen in front of you these days, and it says, "Oh, this needs servicing. That needs servicing. This is not working right." How do you know?
I know.
I've seen printers that tell me that they're not working right, and you've got to send it in for a servicing, or you've got to send this in and that in. And in the case, all they do, because I used to work with a service engineer for a printer company, is re-upload a new software to it, and it wipes it out. And there's nothing wrong with the printer itself. So who's to say that they couldn't do that with cars, just to make sure that you send your car back to them for a servicing?
Yeah.
Is that scalp, Sonia? Because it came out scallops.
I know. Yeah. I kind of read Sonia's between. I knew that her kids' scallops weren't burnt.
Scallops? We had them for dinner.
But see, the car has to actually have a computer board for them to just hook it up and the computer read it.
Yeah.
But when you talk about a 69 car, that's manual. That's
Yeah.
manual
That's
stuff.
old school.
I would love to drive his daddy's truck. He turned the transmission he turned it into an automatic transmission, and I love the truck. The truck reminds me of his dad.
And the vast majority of vehicles in America are automatics.
I can, and I can drive a stick shift, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not kind on
Not
the
me.
clutch. I am not I am not real good on the clutch.
There's a
And
lot of things that I can do, but stick shift ain't one of them. I had
and
like 4 different people try to teach me stick shift, and I'm just not coordinated that way or
Just
something. 'Cause
listen to it. Listen to it. You can tell when it's at its top
yeah,
revolution,
yeah.
and then you just
yeah, but you have to
shift
be able to
gear
hear to
or
do
bring
that.
it down if you
Yeah.
need to.
My mom was legally deaf, and I was born with hearing impairment. So yeah,
All right.
hearing things doesn't work so well.
Well, that's one of the main reasons how you actually know to change your gears, the sound of the engine. So if you can't hear things, then you're going to have
Yeah.
a problem using a gear
Yeah.
vehicle.
Welcome back, Denise.
I forgot a very important thing this morning, and that is why I'm sitting there tossing and can't get still.
So, are you drinking your brew of tea today? Are you off your coffee?
I started off with it this morning. I don't have my AM tea. I don't have it, but hey Denise, I do have the one with vitamin B6 and B12, the tension tamer, since
Wow.
I woke up this morning still kind of, my inside's kind of nervous and you know,
with all these added vitamins and all that sort of stuff that they put in foods, these fortifications as they call them, do you think that any of them actually activate when they get inside you?
I don't know, but it didn't really matter because I'm not going to drink something that tastes nasty. So I like the taste of it, and it, for some reason, the other one does kind of work. It doesn't knock me out. It's nothing like that, but it does kind of, the one for nighttime. It must have chamomile and I don't know what else it has in it, but it works.
Should drink your Ovaltine at night.
Denise says you forgot your meds.
Yeah, I did, Denise. I did. And I just thought about it. Oh my goodness. So Myra said she'd make the car jump. Oh, Keith would get so mad sometimes when he's
crank that gear.
And being around truck drivers, woo,
well, I mean,
if they had a trainee that would be grinding the gears.
Truck drivers and gears in a truck. I mean, they crunch through their gears anyway, because they're that big. The gears they last a lifetime. Gears on big trucks.
Oh no, Rhonda done locked her son's keys in his car.
Oh dear.
You want to see one funny? Have the locksmith lock his keys in his own vehicle.
Well,
in his work vehicle where all his equipment is.
Oh no!
Father did that.
Well,
I did was laugh while he was in Revel trying to find little metal things in the kitchen utensils and things like that to be able to make shift a kind of MacGyver.
It depends on what. It depends on what kind of lock you've got on your car. But
I know. I've seen that stuff.
I've seen a technique where you get half of a tennis ball and you like put it on the lock itself and bang it like that and it pops it.
I have never heard of that one.
Try and have a look for it. I have seen people do it.
Oh, I
but it has to work on certain types of key locks.
Rhonda, it's part of our insurance that we pay on our vehicle that, roadside assistance, even if we're home and lock the keys in the car, they come out and they pay for it. Well, they should, as much as we're paying in insurance for the age of the Jeep. And we really barely go anywhere. Casey, he's here and Kevin across the street. So it's not even a work vehicle. We don't even have to drive it to work, but we keep full coverage on it, and if something were to happen, we have to where we would get a rental car, because right now we only have one vehicle. And I shouldn't say just one vehicle. Hey, I am proud that we do have a vehicle. So no,
I don't know. I just thought that day was hilarious. I mean, how often do you get to see the locksmith lock themselves out of their own vehicle? I mean, that was like Keystone Cop moment. All I could do was laugh.
Did you laugh?
That's all I could do.
Were you laughing at them?
I couldn't help it. I was a kid.
Oh, you as a kid. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't a little kid. I was, like a teenager. But
Yeah.
I just found it totally hilarious. If I would have had cell phone, I would have been filming it for Mom.
Wow.
Look, I'm kind of glad that I did not grow up with the cell phone taking pictures. I'm really glad.
We did end up with a cell phone in one of his. It was his last work vehicle, but it was mounted in the vehicle. It wasn't something you could throw in your pocket and take in the store with you. It was mounted in the vehicle.
Because the young people now show a lot of stuff, and then they share it with other people, things that moments in your life that you wish you had not acted that way or done that, and it's there and it haunts you, and people can be mean with it. Well, like, I'm just glad I wasn't from that era. I'm just I made a lot of mistakes, and those in our ages that I didn't carry a camera with me everywhere. If I was going somewhere special, yeah, I carried a camera with me and took all kind of pictures. And if I could find my photo albums that come up missing, if I could find them, I have pictures of me and my best friend in our senior year, things that we got into. So, but it wasn't stuck to me 24/7. It wasn't constantly making videos of anybody. Now, do we take pictures now? Yes. You guys already know, no telling how I'm going to look. I don't care if I'm outside sweating like today. I am going to walk around because I'm excited. I'm excited that MawMaw is going to finally have her a safe place to take a shower. But yeah, I like taking pictures of the progression. And let me see, I'm trying to think if this is our house, or let me see.
Have a look in private chat. There's a link to a video that will. I want to see a reaction face from you.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's a minute long. Watch it. I'll put a link in the private chat.
Okay. All right, look at it now.
Yeah, have a look at it now. And I want to see a reaction face. What's your reaction to this?
All right, you guys, I'm scared.
Not a lot of people know this.
All right, I'm scared when he tells me I want to see your reaction. It's like,
this could be any person's car with a specific.
Oh. I'm not going to have that because can't nobody hear, so I will share the screen. No. So there's a little hole in the tennis ball.
So it's putting it over there.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Be careful because it can damage your lock as well. That.
Oh, well then no, I'm not going to do that.
So there you go. No lock is safe.
Well, yeah, then that just lets people know that, okay.
It don't work with every lock. It's just certain types of locks.
Interesting. My dad would have been horrified.
Mm.
Yeah, Ben, I mean, Chrissy says she's still here. Laugh out loud.
Hello again, Chrissy.
Chrissy, who taught me that.
I'm going to show you guys something that was sent to
What did she do?
MawMaw. This was sent to MawMaw a long time ago. Well, not a long time. Let me see. No date. But one of her cousins sent this picture and put it in a Christmas card.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
this
that's
is
pretty.
what it says. Emily Jane Carter Johnson, born June 7th, 1845, home on 3rd Avenue, where we're from. Photo taken by Lomas Thomaston, grandson, 1915 through 1917. So this was Francis's grandmother's house
Mm-hmm.
in
It just
1845.
needs a moose or a thing going through a reindeer. That would have been great.
So that was actually one of the houses that her grandmother was born in after 1845. No, it would have had to be in. Yeah, it would have had been their grandmom, but because her dad and mom got married in 1914 when this house was built.
For those of you who don't know what 24-hour time is, that's 6:45.
Oh, girl, I know you're gonna be glad because look, Sonia's going through a lot of stuff with her bathroom. So look, ours will be coming to an end, and we'll be able to tear out the old. And Casey wants a pantry, you guys. 31 years old, and all he wants is a pantry. Oh, he can't stand clutter. He can't stand clutter in the kitchen, so he wants all the pots and pans and everything out of sight.
A place for everything and everything in its place.
It needs to get creative and do it decoratively, like they do in kitchens, and hang the knives on the walls and things like that.
Well,
you know, with those those magnetic strips.
Well, he tried that hung up some of the ladles and stuff like that, but he still don't like stuff like that out.
Well, if you've got pets, you're going to end up with fur on them.
Yes.
And then dust.
Ben said one of their oldest city residents. She was 102 and a half years.
Wow.
I think one of the oldest people in Britain, who, funnily enough, comes from near where I live, just recently died at 112.
Oh, wow.
I do not want to live that long.
Yeah. Well, if you're having a nice life and you're enjoying it, why not? You know what scriptures say
if you're
about
healthy and you don't have a bunch of pain and your body ain't breaking down. And
Ben said her and his oldest granddaughter shared a birthday and celebrated 2 years ago. Oh my God.
That's an awesome memory, Ben.
You know what it says in scriptures? 70 years and 10, and after that it's a hard task.
See,
so what's that? 70
I
years.
don't know. I can't do the math.
It's 70 years. A score year is 10, isn't it? 70 years is 60.
Yeah.
Plus 10 is 70. So what it's saying is after 70, it's an hard task. It's an uphill task. So.
Yeah, but nowadays, especially in the U.S., with all the illness and everything that we have over here, and the lack of the medical to treat, the lack of the government to not FDA approve stuff that's going to kill you, you ain't gonna, 70. No. My body, how broke down it is.
America is the most medicated country on the planet.
Sometimes, Sometimes I think it's amazing. I forget that MawMaw turned 80. It's like, what? I mean, I just, It's just amazing.
And yet, go back. I know it were a different time and it were a harder time, but go back 100 years, right? And to turn it 20th century and all that sort of stuff, and 1800s. And do you know what the average lifespan were? In
About
my area
55.
specifically, where people had to work really hard work.
What, about 50? If that
No, no more than 30, believe it or not.
yeah.
Because they had to go dark mines, and by the time they started dark mines when they were 5 or 6 years old. By the time they got to 30, their lungs were so full of coal that they died from whatever diseases came along and just went boom.
Yeah, they
dead.
call it black lung disease over here.
Yeah, and where the cemetery that where MawMaw's family, that the side of the family on her mom's side, they have their own little section bricked off, and there's several babies. So
Oh yeah, there were a lot of.
Her mom lost a few before she finally conceived, and so Frances was a later in life child. So there's some it's not even marked, and so
yeah, we've got an old cemetery here in town, and my grandparents are buried there, and at the foot of both of the women, it might be more than one generation, there's babies buried at their feet, in the plot, and it's unmarked.
My grandma, which is only a generation beyond, she had 7, and one of which died at birth, or just before, before birth. But
people
my
had,
mom,
I think they had
her
better
brothers-
memories. I think the older people had better memories back then. They handed down from generation to generation, and they wrote down in Bibles the family tree, and they could tell their story and their history and stuff like that. Where I always knew more about this house and the history from Keevan's grandparents than Keevan knew, because all the stuff that I would find here that would have been packed back somewhere.
Okay.
And then everything Frances talked about, I didn't have roots, so I just loved all the history of the family. So it's amazing, and
yeah. My grandmother used to tell us stories about everything, because my grandmother remembered everything before she passed away. I mean, she could tell you what day it was, what the weather was like, where they were at, everything. I mean, details, big time. I loved her stories. Loved them.
Yeah, I documented a lot of the family stories that the folks shared, and whatever pictures they had, I put them into albums and labeled them all and everything, so that information wouldn't get lost.
All right, so this is Frances's dad. Right, he's on. All right, the dad's here. Her aunt is in the middle, and then the one on the other side is her uncle. Both of them was in war in World War I, but her uncle, he died in France. He didn't make it home, and this is her dad, very young man.
Yeah.
And this is a picture of, let me see, Kate would have been her, I think, grandma. That's a picture of MawMaw's grandma's. These pictures are very, very old. The ones that printed on the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Photos.
So I love the old pictures, and we have some that's hanging on the wall in there. They're of the glass, the bubble glass frames.
Yeah.
Hanging in the
Oh, yeah,
same
the bubble.
place.
Oh, yeah.
hanging in the same place that they've been hanging since I've been in the family.
Especially this era. The thing is, we don't need to remember things because Google does it for us. Now, that's not a good thing because that makes our brain soft. And what happens if Google goes away one day?
Yeah. Because we don't
just think how panicked society gets when we have an outage on internet.
Yeah, we wouldn't have
Exactly.
What are we going to do? We've only survived 5,000 years of human society without the internet and made it this far without the internet. Oh, we're going to panic.
Look, I would be like, oh no. Why did I throw away all of those encyclopedias? I was the weird kid that used to like to look through the encyclopedias.
Problem is now is all art and craft people, they because we don't read books anymore. What they've done is they've took those books, tore them up into little bits and turned them into creative bits of art.
Yeah, I've done
there
that
are no
too.
books.
But
junk journal.
It's hard to do that sometimes.
Read 1 or 2 books just in case internet goes down. Stop it.
It can't be one of the books I like. I have a dictionary that I started tearing apart and I use for things like that. But I always feel weird if I tear a book up. It's sort of like pictures.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, the book, if it's bound paper, it's like sacred, don't write in it, don't tear it apart, don't, just don't.
I used to go everywhere with my book. I mean,
you know what they say about books, don't they? They say where they burn books, they will soon burn people.
Yep.
Turning things into creative art objects. That's it. We'll all end up being in a museum as a mural stuck to a wall.
That or one of those weird wax figure things.
Well, not just that. I mean, if they can put a banana on a wall with some duct tape, they can put humans on it, can't they? Can you imagine living humans like stuck on a wall? Oh, it's not fair. I think that's
look, pay enough, and I'll say, okay, you're going to have an art exhibit.
I'm being paid to be duct taped to a wall.
If you're going to have an art exhibit, yes, I'll do like this, and you duct tape me against the wall, and where I could just be there and not move, and I'll be an art exhibit for you.
You're saying that you get a bit of cramp though if you weren't moving.
I'll be right back, darling.
All right. I had the feeling to come back once they cut me down, take all of the silly tape. But look, I carry this now, and I used to always have my book. I didn't care if I was stuck in traffic. I would open up my book and I'd read. And then, or if I was stuck at a drive-through. If I was at a drive-through, I wasn't looking at a phone. I had my book, and I would read a little bit.
Thanks, Ben.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
Hey, this is something we can partly blame first century Christianity for. Because, in first century, they had scrolls, didn't they, that they used to read. If you wrote anything down, it were written on a scroll.
Yeah.
That you had to unfill like that. Well, somebody in Christian organisation or whatever of the first century thought, I know, let's make something called a codex, which is a series of pieces of paper all bound together. We call them books today, but they call them codexes. And that's where first books came about.
Ben, I know that's why I have a piece about me. I have a piece about me. You have people that care about you and they love you and they pray. And, it does.
Amen.
It helps soothe the mind and the spirit. And when I pray for people, I pray for their mind, their
That was
body, and their
crazy.
spirit. And if you pray over somebody for those three things, what more is there? What more is there? And Ben, you understand, and my husband understands. I can't understand. Sonia, I'm going to tell you, my husband, when he was building that shop out back, little boy run around Junior, bless him. And I've said this before. He was like Dennis a Menace. I loved him. He called Kevin Uncle Kevin. He didn't call me much of nothing because I was one always having to get him out of trouble and make him run back home because he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing around a dangerous place. I was the mean woman. But I went out there one day, and him and Kevin and his daddy done, I think they took tape or rope. They done, it was off the stud this much off the ground, his little Chucky looking self, just as grinning and happy as could be, just grinning. And I'm like, oh, you better not put that on Facebook. They will DHR come out here. There'll be somebody that will report that, and they'll think you done strung that kid up. Don't put that on Facebook. They got it pictured though. We found it the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at Junior. And now Junior's almost as tall as me, and so sweet. He's so sweet. Him and his little girlfriends, and I'm like, oh, he'll be 14 this year, 15, something like that. Dwayne, the only thing that I would want to do, and not in a provocative or that kind of thing, I've always wanted to be the person to have the big sheet of paper or canvas laying on the floor and roll around in paint. Just gobs of paint, just roll around, slap my hands. Just.
You want to roll around and paint like pig slop?
Oh, yes, I would. Yes, I would. I'm serious.
I was just double checking.
I mean,
you can do it in snow.
Oh my
God. When winter comes, you can do a snow angel.
Look.
Well, it'd be easier until you had to start cleaning it off, and then there's nooks and crannies where that stuff's going to end up.
No, I would have underclothes. I'm just saying. But,
you wear one of those leotard things, don't you?
Yes.
So you're going to deck yourself out in spandex and then roll around in it like a pig.
Yes. I'm going to do that one day, and I'm going to have, I can do it on, what is it? The light they cover furniture with, the canvas stuff. Yeah.
It'd be funny to actually just get a great big bucket of paint, right, and have it fairly high up, and just have somebody as a like a stencil, and just drop it down onto them, and then let them get up, and you get a living like silhouette of what they are, and that's a bit like the cave paintings of the hand that they did thousands of years ago. They just did a silhouette of their own, and they think that it like expresses people's self-awareness.
Yeah, I want to make it happen.
You could do it with just your hand.
Very true.
Drop paint onto a piece of paper.
Very true.
With your hand there.
Make it pay-per-view, darling.
Ben, you are so right. You are so right. I am by God. I pray to soothe me. Yeah. See,
video it though, because we all like a good laugh.
I will, because my thing is I love the feel of paint. It's like I could just stick my hands in a paint can. I love the feeling of paint. Love
Why
it.
do you do finger painting?
Darling, I'll come help you wrap yourself up, okay?
It says a project like that is a project that you collaborate with people. Several people deal with stuff like that. It's not something you can just do yourself.
Oh no, I'll have Casey on the ladder, and there'll have to be somebody else with another color at one side, and then somebody, and just, or we could rig it up
Tell
in
them
the shop.
not drop the bucket onto you.
Just lay out on a piece of canvas, get a couple gallons of paint, and just let them throw it at you.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, you could get a low pressure jet and spray it like that.
I guess I could come at you with a Wagner power sprayer.
Yeah.
You guys really look. You guys are really getting into this. Let's paint, Darlene. Yeah.
Oh, you started it.
I know.
We're just
And
getting on the bandwagon.
yeah, and see, all it takes is somebody to stand in the upper room and just of the shop and just kind of dump it over on me and let it.
A great idea for distributing the paint.
I'll have on protective eye gear.
Oh yeah, you have to have protective eyeglasses, goggles, and everything, and probably some up your nose to stop it from running down your nose.
Yeah, but I was tattooed in that shop, so guess what? I can be painted if I want to be painted. Doggone it, I'll be painted in there on that shop.
You know what you could do to get random expression. Fill your paint. Fill balloons with your paint and then drop them.
Oh, balloons.
A balloon, yeah. So that when it lands, it bursts.
Yeah.
Don't put it only half full because it'll just bounce.
Ben, that's a good point.
And then you'll get splats.
That's a good point. A lot of the paints back then had lead in them, and now they have them non-toxic where they paint. Look, not sick in December. I went through a lot of things on watching a lot of things, creativity things on YouTube. And one of them was the body painting.
Mm-hmm.
And the body painting is amazing what they can do. And I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like,
oh, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they can make people look like birds or even real looking animals and all sorts of stuff.
Ben, that's usually the kind of stuff that Derek used to come up with. He always would know some tidbit like that, little nugget to tell.
We won't want to go back to the days when there were supposedly toxic stuff. I mean, we know that lead is dangerous. You can still get lead paint for various processes, but there weren't ever a great rush of creative artists who died from lead poisoning or toxic poisoning at all. I mean, there's no evidence that it's ever killed anybody.
Mostly it was children that would eat the paint, like the paint chips, yeah.
I mean, you put any modern chemical in your mouth and there's a possibility that you could die from it.
I don't know if what's on what used to be the outer part of our the house is still right now. I don't know. I think they're going to cover those boards up with sheetrock. But the paint on there, I don't know. It has to be lead because some of it has chipped away and you can see the original wood. So it would have had to be lead paint. But lead
is absolutely not good for you. It is toxic.
Yeah, so see, I won't be out there breathing that.
In its proper context, it's never killed anybody. The reason why they got rid of lead is at one time of day, lead used to be used for piping, for the water supplies. Mm-hmm. And they've got rid of all of that. There should be no lead piping at all nowadays.
But because paints house paints don't have the same, they don't last as long. I don't think they last as long as
because it's synthetic. They're not made from real things nowadays. They're all various forms of plastic now.
But Keithan says he used to hate when summertime when school let out because it was roof to house or they would have to paint the house. So it was,
Mm.
Not sanding it down, but it'd be knocking off the paint chips and
Oh.
then painting the house. So that's what the 3 boys would have to do during their summer vacation. So
Well,
it was like, okay.
one of the things that's a bit of an hot topic at the moment, quinine. That's a paint that they use to paint garden fences.
Oh, like
because it's light fast. It has properties of being able to protect itself from light. So they use that.
Protectants in it.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's in there. Come on.
And it's that they're trying to look at to see whether it might be a solution for this COVID virus as well.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, hydrochloroquine.
It's similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, hydrochloroquine that's the medical part.
Yeah.
I take that. I've been taking that for 15 years. I take that for rheumatoid arthritis. Hey, Pam. Now Pam's on YouTube. Cricket. Hey, Cricket on Facebook.
Do you know what they use that for as well? What's them little flies that bite people? Malaria.
Oh, yeah.
That's an anti-malaria drug, isn't it?
That's what my RA doctor told me when he first put me on it. Yeah. He said, this is an old drug. He said, this drug is from he said from World War I. They found out that it helped with malaria. It helped with the inflammation on the brain. So they figured if it helped with that it could help with the inflammation from rheumatoid arthritis.
So it's an anti-inflammatory in the human body.
So he put me on it, and I still take it.
That is probably the reason why they're saying it might work, because that, with the breathing and that, the COVID virus inflames your body. It inflames your lung.
Uh-oh.
So it's probably stopping it from making it inflammatory. That's probably what it's doing.
Good morning, the truth. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Cricket.
Oh, in a minute, when the Norgus gets back, I'm going to show you my picture for later today.
Oh my gosh, he knows I can't run that quick, but I guess you know. Shut your mouth. He better shut his mouth.
Morning, Kevin.
Little doggy as well in background.
He is soaking wet already.
Yeah, I'm fixing to be.
Well, he's probably done a full shift getting that room sorted for you.
Oh no, he's working across the street. That's where he's working. Let me see what right now what the weather is.
It is damp overcast, but at least it's not a freezing cold wind.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is today either.
Yeah, the humidity's still really, really up. Goodness gracious. Oh,
micro pig.
I love the rabbit. Oh, I can tell by now that's going to be one of my favorites.
Oh, how cute.
It has got a nice feel to it. I can't get it right.
Yes, even just the paper part.
Hopefully I can do the painting some justice later.
Truth popped in while I was going to the back door.
Yes, he did.
Hey, the Lord loves these ladies. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. God bless. Thank you, the truth. Thank you.
Well, it ain't too horrible here yet. It's 78 right now, partly cloudy.
Aw, Ian.
High 92 storms.
When I was a lot younger, I used to think that scripture meant that you got to fear the Lord in the sense of, how Dorothy feared the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
That kind of fear.
I did too.
Being scared almighty power.
Yeah,
It don't
I did too.
really mean that. It means fearing. If you've got a really close friend who you deeply love, you wouldn't want to offend them or in any way upset them. And that's what that fear actually means when you look at the word for it.
In other words, take the word fear and replace it with respect.
Yeah, respect would be another. Yeah, it's a deeper form of love, as is most things.
There we go, Rhonda. Look, I just am excited now about the piggy paint. You guys, I love to see other people's art, and I told MawMaw. All right, where's my MawMaw? Okay.
Where is Mama? Is she watching in? She'll be there this
I
evening.
was up until after 12, and I looked in there, and she was still in there going at it. Okay.
I'll send you the photo, and then if you want to have a go, you can have a go, can't you?
I made MawMaw give me this one.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's quite surreal.
Isn't it? So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to copy this on the photocopier, and I'm going to put it on some paper for acrylics, and then I'll paint it. So, but I'm going to keep her name.
Mixed media.
Yeah, I want her name to stay. But I told her, how did you make the light bulb look so real? I love it. I said, you can put anything in that bulb. You can do a little boat. But I love this. And hey, I speak quick for the ones I want. I said, mine. That one's mine. Yeah, Ben.
She claimed it.
That would, Ben. That would be a cute tattoo, wouldn't it? And then I got my other favorite back here. I snagged from my friend, my wonderful friend.
Hopefully, if our post, I'll just give you a little idea of where we are with our postal system at the moment. I went up to the post office to try and send something, and it says that.
Hey, Ricardo.
Hey, Ricardo.
Hello. We're only opening on one day a week for a couple of hours. And that's even now. So once we've got all this postal service nightmare sorted out, I can send you all those images that I was going to send you.
Ricardo, that's MawMaw. MawMaw did that. MawMaw has been sitting up late at night and just watching people sketch things, and she's just following along with them, and that's what she's been doing. Oh, you guys, I am having the best time in the world today, and oh yes, you guys, Pamela. Her grandbaby was born yesterday, and her grandbaby's baby Chloe. She was born on Chris O's birthday. He was over the moon about that. That I think I bet that was better than his birthday cake to him. And
congratulations, Pamela.
Yesterday was LizzAnn's birthday and Denise's daughter's birthday. But
yeah, where's LizzAnn been?
Up late, sleeping late. She can't sleep at night right now, so.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I woke up at 11 o'clock last night.
It was 12 o'clock before I could even go to bed, and that's very, very unusual for me. But
I didn't sleep the night before. So.
I was able to visit with LizzAnn, so that made it wonderful. Me and her got some one-on-one time. But yes, baby Chloe. Chris.
Good morning, Darlene B.
Good morning, Darlene B. So, from now on, Chris is going to think of baby Chloe on his birthday. He's going to remember baby Chloe, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Darlene, how's Norgis doing on the farm? How's she doing? How's the new babies? How many of your new babies made it? Ian Ghost Pirate, he's been heck, we've been acquainted now. How long, Ricardo? Quite a while. I think Ricardo came live about the second time he came live was on my channel, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But I used to like your other name too, Ghost Pirate. Ricardo, what was the other one? Fishing Picker? No. What was your other name? Yeah. Well, no, I've only been on a year, Ricardo. It seems longer, but I've only been on a year.
What are your numbers like after a year?
1260.
1260. Well, let me just put that in context for you. I've been on over 5 years and I'm at 1,300.
And really, I just started using Norgus about April. I think I did my first video, but it really, I was at 400 in October and then 1,000 by November.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people there was no way I could have done it. There was no way possible that I could have. Oh, Fishing for Profits, what he went by.
He was also Storage Pirate, but I think he changed that because of Storage Auction Pirate. There was conflict there.
Yeah.
I like Ghost Pirate. I think it's cool.
I do too. But I've liked all the ones he's come up with. But
yeah.
I tell people there was no way possible that I could have been out there networking that much.
And Darlene says Norgus the hen is just pecking and laying eggs. Lots of laughs.
Well, that's what she
just
needs
what
to
chickens do.
She's grown up to be a hen. She's not a little chick. Little red hen. I have the book. I have an original book. It's old. The little red hen. I used to keep it on my mantle. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Ricardo. I like Ghost Pirate. Oh, I know Darlene's laughing at me. She knows I get excited about stuff like that. I can't help it.
You get excited about a chicken?
Yeah.
Is the chicken going to roll and paint with you?
No.
Just
but
checking.
You know what? That would be fun if the chicken was running around, and then there would be like little chicken feet all around me too. Don't give me any ideas. Somebody would turn me in for
chicken abuse.
Yes. Hey, wait. We do have a chicken. We do have a hen that lives out behind us. Look, you don't need to put any thoughts in this head. No, you don't. It's about like Casey when he.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna stop me.
So with this doing the painting thing where they drop paint on you, you'll have to make movements in accordance with a piece of music and how you feel you're expressing that music, like Kate Bush.
All right, wait. Paint balloons at her.
Wait, take
well,
me
we throw paint balloons at you.
Take me to Funky Town. Yeah,
oh, I guess I've had a really, productivity-wise, how quick you could do this. What about some of those kids' squirty gun things, blaster guns?
I just want it dumped. I just want some dumped.
I suppose that would. I mean, it's how much you could take it being dumped on you, because it will have weight. So you got to be careful that it don't crack your ribs or something, because there's a certain velocity at a certain height.
Well, yeah, you don't want to come away covered in bruises. I got enough of them today. Just
accident and emergency.
Unable to be bit.
You don't want to be walking into accident and emergency covered in blue. They'll think you're a Smurf.
Yeah. Well, Darlene, I'm gonna have to go. I want to get happy.
Oh, the things that are happy.
All right, Willow. Thank you, and I love you.
Love you too, sweetie. Love y'all, and we will see you tomorrow. Well, no, Monday now, unless I see you someplace else.
Yeah.
You know how it works. Bye, all.
Yeah. Bye. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They make the canvas. I'm going to have to do that. Keevan will
Try
come
it.
home.
Try
Look, when
experiment.
if he comes home and you guys, there is paint spatter all in the floor of his.
No,
of
well,
his
what you do
shop.
at first, you get some of that. You know what they cover cars over with,
Mhm.
or go to a decorating shop and buy some of that stuff that you lay down when you're decorating.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right, and just try a small thing like doing your hand and see how that goes, and what works and what doesn't work, and then you just scale up.
Yeah. That's
Don't
gonna work.
just do it. You know, I mean, a large piece of paper that's your size will cost a lot of money.
Oh, thank you.
No, I don't mean that you. Either way, I mean, I'm talking about if you're like if you're 5 foot tall or something, a piece of paper that size will be expensive.
I know, Ian. I was just letting you see how you were going to step out of that one. You guys see I had him tongue tied, don't you? You see, I got you on that one. I got you on that one. All right, you guys, I have people out there telling me that I've got to get up. Yes, I am hurting and I've got to get up. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for prayers. One day at a time. My daughter's going to do this one day at a time, and that's what is in my head. And congratulations for Chloe, and thank you guys for turning it around and making me a special day today. And I love you guys, and you too,
First
Dwayne.
tentative steps.
I love you too, Dwayne.
Positive steps.
And I'll see you guys Monday, but I'll be uploading today some pictures of the Crawley construction.
Mm. Okay.
Bye.